was one of those days where I think she was at an appointment or whatever, and I stayed home, and I saw this video, and I was just like, oh my goodness. And so I saw it last week, and that's why I did the video, because it brought back these feelings, these memories, and I just wanted to talk about that from my own experience and how I felt. And it makes me feel happy to know that. It makes me feel sad because I don't know how to access all that, and I just want to be there right now to help heal people and to follow God, and just to be there for Him and do what He needs me, and to hear His message clearly. I mean, that would be freaking phenomenal. So it was just really exciting to me to know all that, and to hear that perspective, and give you guys just a little dose of how I was feeling and stuff like that. So it was just one of those things that I just got so excited. I'm like, I gotta tell my side of the story here. I gotta let people know how to really say God's name, because you say God's name all the time as you're breathing. You breathe His name every day. And we don't even realize it. It's a cute little area. So I felt this calling today to talk about that, and I just realized that I was getting on the bike. God wants you to tell that story, but He wants you to be able to see it. And so I didn't have that story on my other video because of the volume was just hideous. So now I'm here re-recording, but that's okay. It's a beautiful day. It's 90 degrees out here, but right now I don't feel the heat. I mean, it's hot, but I don't feel like it should be 90 degrees here in Maryland. It's usually really hot and nasty. So, but it's hot. It's just not as nasty as I figured it would be. So I got my microphone like stuck right into my mouth. Whew. Oh, hello, Mr. Bicycle. Hello. I'm going around you. So, another story. It's story time with Chris. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Story time with Chris is ready to go. Story time with Chris. Here we go. So, as I was going last week to my sister's house, I mean, I was hauling ass for one. And I made it down there in just under 4 hours and 2 stops. I needed the 2 stops for one for fuel, and one for because I just needed to stop because my body was just screaming at me going down there. And I was down there so my sister and her husband, my brother-in-law, could go do some errands, and because they have a daughter that's like, because they were moving into another house and they just needed to get some stuff done. So I'm like, hey, I can go down there. I can watch her for a little while. And they're like, seriously? I'm like, yeah. So I made it down there, watched my sweet niece. She's a beautiful young lady, and she is smart as a button. But I talked to her for a little while. Then they put her down, and they went and did some errands. And And then I guess I was sitting on the sofa just chilling out, playing my game on my phone, and my wife calls me and talks about plane tickets for next year because we're going back to Hawaii. And in the middle of that, I'm like falling asleep in between discussions, and we're trying to get these tickets ironed out, and I'm just still trying to stay awake because I was just worn out from going down there. You ever do that? You're on the phone with somebody and you're just like, you're nodding, and she's like, baby, you're falling asleep on me. I'm like, no, I'm not, I can hear you. I mean, you can hear the conversation, but I just didn't respond because I was like in that zone. You know what I mean? Half asleep, half not. And so I reiterated what she said to me. She's like, okay. And we didn't get everything solved, but I got home on the way home. Anyway, let me backtrack again. My sister came back. It's a decoy home with her husband, and they did all the things they needed to go, and they were going to be home for the rest of the day, and I had to get going because I had to go back the next day because that Sunday was going to be Father's Day. And I guess they had something planned for me when I got home, but whatever. That's another story. And so on the way home, I'm riding down and just going along, and I hit this bump, and my right leg, which is my bad leg, flew off the footboards, and I'm like, holy shit. Literally, I was like, I'm trying not to cuss lately because I just feel bad about it. Anyway, I think Jesus wants me to stop cussing anyway, so I'm trying. I mean, I cuss a lot lately, and I really shouldn't. Anyway, back to my story. My foot fell off, and I'm putting it back on. I'm like, holy shit. And you know how you feel when you trip and you pull your one leg too far and you're like stretching? That's how it felt. I was like, holy crap. I felt like I was going to stretch my leg down that way, and I was like, oh, it hurt. Put my leg back on, felt better, and I'm like, okay, let's watch the road a little more closely, which, I mean, I was watching it closely anyway, but I didn't notice the dip, and you really can't do anything about a dip in the road. So it was just like, holy crap, that hurt, but my leg fell off. So anyway, and then I ran into rain, so I had to put on my rain gear. And then I had to take it off because it got so hot. It was hot and humid that day, so I was on and off twice. And then I got around DC area, and I was just like, okay, we're gonna make this getting home fast. So I was blowing through traffic. Oh, that's the area I wanted to go down. Okay, let me turn around. And it was a crazy trip. It was a down and back, fast turnaround. 8 hours of riding my motorcycle. When I got home, I was exhausted. Just exhausted. I guess that's how long distance riders feel. Because I was just, worn out. The next morning I woke up, my body was so sore. Oh, my arms, my chest, everything was just so sore. Okay, well, that was pretty cool. Oh my goodness. That was stupid, Chris. Such a dumbass. I should have turned like I know how to turn around instead of doing a three-pointer. Sorry, I didn't mean that. Anywho, so this is a fast turnaround ride, and I did it in 8 hours, and it was fun though. I had a blast. Anytime I'm on the motorcycle, I have a blast. Where are we turning? Where are we turning? Where are we turning? Where am I turning? Nope, not turning there. Here I go. Freehaven Road. Boom, 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 boom. Ooh, let's have a big old splash in the water. Whoa. And this is fun. I love these roads. Horse crossing. I'm on Iron Horse. Do 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 do. Who knows? Maybe this video will turn into like 3 videos. I've said that before. Man, these homes are so cool. Hello, groundhog. Look at that. Woo! Gorgeous. Cute little home. And then you got these down there. This is cool. Now that's cool right there. let's take a picture. Cool. Alrighty. Back to the bike. Off we go into the wild blue yonder, flying high into the sun. Sailboats. All the people, nice. Wake up, everybody. It's time to go to work. God loves you. That was fun. I used to do that in my younger days. I used to race in Hawaii, triathlons. Those are fun. Couldn't do it now. Not with the body that I have now. That's okay. I'm alive. I'm here with the Lord. He has me. And I have Him. And I got my family. They're awesome. They love me, love me, love me. Oh, I hate that. Grass on the road. People need to stop doing that shit. They're gonna have some motorcyclists come through there and fall because they slid. It's a big old barn. So one of my dreams, I've got a lot of them, is to go on a long distance ride here from Maryland all the way to California. Stop and see family along the way in Chicago, and then in Colorado, Arizona, and then California. So I have 5 sisters. I've got 3 with my mom, and two others with my dad. Two others with my dad, and okay, so my mom and my father had three of us. So it's me as the oldest and two sisters. Then my mom remarried, and my stepdad and my mom had a daughter. That's my sister Erin. Kathy and Judy, and now Erin. And then my dad had two daughters, and those were Maggie and Elizabeth. So I have five sisters. And I've had a chance to talk with one of my other sisters and get to know her a lot. And I didn't really get a chance to see my other sister, Lizzie, most likely because I had planned to have everybody over for my 50th birthday. And then my grandmother passed away, so that was canceled and we had to all go there. So I still have not really met with Lizzie. We'll every once in a while we'll share a text via text message or Facebook saying hi, happy birthday and stuff like that. We're Facebook friends. That's what I'm trying to say. And then so I recently talked with my father a couple of months ago, and I had just found out that he had like no more than 6 months to live. And so I wanted him to know that I forgave him for leaving us and stuff like that. And so he asked, and so I sent a Instagram message for him because that's the only thing I knew that he had. And I guess he didn't see it, or he did see it because then he told my sister Maggie, hey, tell him thanks and I'd like his phone number. So he gave me a call and we talked for like 45 minutes. It was a good conversation. Wasn't bad. And he appreciated that I forgave him and stuff like that, and we talked about a couple of things that I won't get into. It's just one of those things that's between the father and his son. And so he recently passed away about a couple of days ago, and what's funny is I didn't have that emotional feeling that I thought I was going to have. I didn't have that, oh my God, my father just died. Probably because he wasn't there all my life. I mean, I knew him up until 7 years old. And then he came back for a couple of years when I was in my late 20s. And then he left again when me and my previous wife were having issues. She sent him a letter. And so he didn't call again after that. And it's typical whenever he gets into a